couldn't get me.
A great view of our broadcast location today, downtown Atlanta. We're all set to bring you today's action. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. Take it away.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Clint Capella's game is based on activity. He said, I'm going to outwork you the whole game. Maybe it's not on social media, but it's efficient. I'm not thinking I want to look nice or I want to make a nice move. I'm thinking about dominating the paint. Guys, I'm thinking about dominating sideline reporting.
You already do. You and he are winning players. David, thank you. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. We've got Morant. Williams is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. And it's Madsen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Hawks, Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. Young is out there with Young. And it's Reddish in at the three. Hey, Greg, we've got an update regarding MP. He'll be making a well-deserved appearance in the three-point contest at All-Star Weekend.
Well, that competition just heated up. It's an exciting chance for him to show off his accuracy and let the world know just how lights out he can be.
When you know you're on a championship contender, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year?
Some of that depends on the leadership you have in the locker room. Certain guys have an ability to keep everyone engaged and motivated and also loose and light in that locker room. So it does matter.
And here's Morant following the three from Young.
Well, you see the burst. Morant very hard to catch once he gains his step.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They were flat out sniping from deep. They look very comfortable pulling the trigger on the road.
Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Young from outside. Atlanta gets it back. Capella, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Great hands. You can't let Capella get established down there. Once he does, you're pretty much cooked.
Pass to Madsen. Melton with the ball. He's against Young. Melton's shot is good.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Young pass to Young. A three ball. And another one falls.
Up and up he goes as he continues this sensational season. Now closing in on second place in scoring.
And GA, with the way he has manhandled defenses all year long, you have to think he'll make a good run for it. And
to even come near Wilt's mark of 3,586 points in 63 speaks volume.
For him tonight. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Young drives in, and good that time. Young's got 11 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Now here's Morant. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game. And it's slammed in by Young.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And Capella sends it back.
You got to be careful when Capella's controlling the area. He's an excellent shot blocker. He uses his length well.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
To the inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Melton's got his third bucket of the night. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 6-point game. Capella trying to free himself up. Free ball falls through. Another from Young.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Morant against Young. Morant kicks to Melton. Pass to Jackson. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Very gifted athletically. Jackson, he can bang and bump when working on the offense.
The Hawks leading by 17. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Atlanta. And good! There's another.
And fellas, he is now second all-time for points in a season.
Truly a season for the ages.
And while Wilt Chamberlain still holds the #1 spot for scoring in a season, he bumps down Wilt's second-best campaign to third place. That's not light work.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The beast in the last matchup against the Cavaliers was all business. He scored an incredible number of points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, right now, I'm sure he wants to come out in attack mode. The other key for him is to continue to get to his spots on the floor.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Oh, it's been all about Ja tonight. I mean, can score in many different ways.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now.
Yeah, selected second in 2019, Kevin. Ja Morant, highest draft pick in the Ohio Valley Conference history. And he became the second Grizzly ever to win Rookie of the Year, joining Paul Gasol.
Rebounded by the Hawks.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Young from outside. Another three for Atlanta. Now some people felt, Chris, that Ja Morant was an all-star snub in his rookie year.
Well, you look at what he accomplished in year one. I mean, he joined Magic Johnson, the great Isaiah Thomas, and Trae Young is the only 20-year-old rookies to average at least 17 points and 7 assists per game. That's some lofty company.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating, because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Floats one up, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And what really separates Morant? The intangibles. He has a great camaraderie with his teammates already.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hawks.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Young from outside. Another three for Atlanta.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
And for Memphis, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. No good. Shot missing. Here's Bain. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of that.
Young from outside bangs home the trifecta. Young's got 42 in the game.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Morant finds Hachimura. Morant against Young. Morant surveying the D. Trying to get open is Hachimura. And it's Morant missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Launches a three. Grizzlies with the rebound. Last time they met was in Memphis.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Young from outside sinks the three-pointer. Young's got 45 points.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Hachimura against Collins. And another miss by Memphis. And for the Hawks, their shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. Young from deep three-point range. Another three for Atlanta.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about... all 5 from long range.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. To end the run, here's Tillman. Collins with some nice D.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Young outside, over Outlaw. Young, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Here's Morant. Okongwu grabs the board. And it's the Hawks ball. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A three-point barrage.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Young. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's the second.
Clearly a foul.
First team foul.
And we've heard some talk, Greg, about the possibility of NBA expansion.
2 shots.
What do you think about that?
Kevin, I think it'd be great for the league. I mean, I played in Seattle for a season, and I know they would love to have a team back in the Great Northwest.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Johnson comes in for Collins. Reddish, he's checked in for Riley. And Trae Young subbed in for Monk. Manson passes to Williams. They could use a bucket. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Shots good from Young.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting strong.
Now here's Melton, defended by Young. Jackson kicks to Melton. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Outlaw. Shoots a 3. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Young in Atlanta again with the bucket.
He's kept the integrity of their offense tonight by moving and cutting and scoring every time they've needed him to.
Melton passes to Jackson. Melton feeling it out a bit. Outlaw at the elbow. Williams finds Jackson. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Melton, no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert. The
They can to stop the bleeding, but so far
it is eye-opening.
Hawk shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field.
2 minutes remaining in the first
Johnson
half.
dishes to Young. From outside the arc. No good that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive. Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Capella, high post. Young outside. Fires from deep. Good. That's another bucket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Here's the pass to Jackson. He kicks to Outlaw. Over Young. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside shooters. And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Melton passes to Williams. Here's Madsen. 52 seconds left to play in the first half. Bounce pass from Williams. Here's Melton, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Team second.
And these are his 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
Anthony Melton taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And the Hawks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in, and so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
To the paint, and the dunk by Capella.
leaping off the ground with such ease. Capella is exceptional with timing. How to finish these alley-oops.
There's 25 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Jackson. It's good.
Jaren Jackson.
7 points for Jaren Jackson.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Here's Young. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
And some crafty inside play from Young, finding a way around the defense to get his shot.
Jackson with it. For 3, Outlaw. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's Atlanta opening up a huge gap. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today.
And if he can keep shooting from deep
like he did in the first half. He's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, the defense didn't do a very good job of staying connected to him. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
So on the floor for Memphis, D'Anthony Melton out there with Morant. Then it's Williams. Then it's Jaren Jackson. And it's Madsen in at the 5. Williams against Young. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Morant against Young. From 11 feet away. That one a little long. The Hawks shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. Good on the bucket. 68 points for the Beast.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
And what a play. Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block.
Slow to get warm out. After the break, 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout. It's just to try to settle things down.
Here's the 3. He got it again. Sensational. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time.
That's his second.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Here's Melton.
This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far and nothing to show for it.
Young outside. Another bucket. Wow!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Melton with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. And that one's good. Morant.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
To the left wing. Collins kicks to Young. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Drills it from outside.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Now here's Jackson. He has 7 from 12 feet out. Here's Madsen. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass.
Young outside. Lets the 3 fly. And another one. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Here's Madsen. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Gets it to go. That one good for Melton.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
Lob pass to Capella. That's tipped. Right side, Williams over Young. Not enough on that one as it misses. The Hawks have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. The 3. Here's Capella, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Capella's got 6.
Well, this is what Capella does. I mean, an active rebounder who hits the offensive glass with force.
Young against Morant. Capella trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Morant. Morant's got 23.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint. And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point guard moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
Pass to Melton. Left side Jackson from downtown. Rebounded by the Hawks. Young, right side. And again. And here it is. 82 points.
And this is a game that he will never forget.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Young for 3. Good on the triple. And Craig, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant. Reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
And it's Capella missing. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Melton passes to Jackson. Back to Melton. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. 14 points for him. The Hawks shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Young, no good. And for Memphis, they're shooting the ball at 46% success rate since the beginning of the third quarter. And that one's good. Morant.
Oh, working through the lane, Morant uses change of speed to keep defenders at bay.
Young outside. Three-pointer. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. He gets that one. Capella's got 8.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Madsen. There's the 3. Melton, no good. Young against Morant. And Young, here we go. And the shot is good.
And he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
Morant against Young. Young with the steal. Oh, and here comes Young all alone. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
Got to be very careful around Young. Yeah, he's clever at figuring out ways to swipe that ball.
For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. And here's Morant. He's got 25. Over Young. The Grizzlies with another miss. And the Hawks with possession here. Young outside. From deep. Here's Capella, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Atlanta making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Collins. Pat Connaughton comes in for Reddish. And Alec Burks subbed in for Trae Young. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Hachimura comes in for Jaren Jackson. And it's Bane in for Ja Morant. Young from outside. And another one falls. Amazing.
He just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. GA, I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on right now. Here's Williams. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Atlanta is shooting almost 60% from the field here in the third. They are really feeling it. Here's Young. And it's Melton with the rebound. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Oh, that was something else.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And, guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game. The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Young outside. Another three for Atlanta. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, they played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the steals to prove it.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Williams can't get it to go.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And DeAnthony Melton picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta.
Checking in for the Grizzlies.
Young taking his time here. From deep. Hits it again. Wow! He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
The Grizzlies shooting 43% from the field. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Hachimura. Over Young. And another miss by Memphis. The Hawks shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight. He got it up. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. Back to the action after this word. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter and it was served cold. Now,
Grizzlies making a change here. You sometimes hear people say games are called too close. Are you of the mind that the refs need to let them play?
I'm understanding the mindset that the refs need to understand that we didn't come to watch them, and they need to be consistent on both ends of the floor. That's all guys ever complain about. When you see a guy going up to the ref, he's usually saying, hey, you didn't call that on the other end, or you called that on the other end. So consistency, I mean, these guys are trying to do their job to the best of their ability, but they need to be more consistent.
They've got Okongwu. Alec Burks is out there with Young. And there's Riley. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Young's shot is off. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Bain with the bucket.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Young for 3. Good! Another from 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Outside Jackson. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. 6 to shoot. Bain passes to Morant over Young. And it's Morant missing. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. Are you for real? Morant, way up. That boot's fire.
Here's Young. Denied by Morant. They recover it, and it's good. 2 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lifts at higher levels later in their career. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
Here's Young, and it's Young finishing it off.
He was ready to go tonight. I mean, he's made more plays than anyone else out there. No question about it.
Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Here's Morant. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got his 4th rebound in this one. Good on the shot. And that's 36 points for John Morant.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Young inside. Guarded by Morant. Grizzlies have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch.
Yeah, easy call.
Onyeka Okongwu. And that's his 4th personal foul. Team second.
And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. Don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with, and my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
Wow, he feels the contact and converts regardless. That type of effort will energize Hachimura's teammates.
Most NBA players are stars, Greg, once they start college basketball. But that was not the case with Rui Hachimura.
And coming over from Japan, there was an adjustment period for Rui, averaging just 2 points per game as a freshman. But he really grew his game in college. As a junior, Hachimura was a conference player of the year, turning himself into a top 10 pick in the 2019 draft.
The Grizzlies shooting 47%, pretty solid. And that's a foul called on the Beast. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Passes it to Hachimura. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
The defender mixes it up with Hachimura, but Rui's physicality gets him through.
And here's Young from the arc. No good that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And the Grizzlies with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. It's Morant with the drive. And then Morant slams it in.
What about that move? Morant with the ability to rapidly alter pace and put defenders on skates.
And here's Young from the up. Good, he hits again.
And that puts him even for 3rd on the single-game scoring list. Simply amazing.
I'm at a loss for words. Greg, his has been one of the greatest offensive games we'll ever see.
That is a tough bucket. Hachimura stays with the shot through the contact. That's the sign of a resilient offensive player.
Young passes to Windler. In the corner, it's Monk. Chris, you made the postseason all 7 years with the Kings. Deep playoff runs, sensational play. Talk about the chemistry on those teams.
Well, chemistry was very important, buddy. I knew that being the leader of the team, that it was incumbent upon me to make sure all players felt comfortable. Not only that you would hold them accountable, but that you would include them. You know, we were a family. Shout out to all my fellas that I played with. I wanted to make them better. I hope I did. They all made me better.
Morant drives in. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu comes in for Riley, and it's Pat Connaughton in for Monk. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Clark, he's checked in for Tillman, and Stockton subbed in for Hachimura.
He's got to get to the line a little bit more here in the second half. Let's see if he can get that edge back that he had in the first.
Down low. And then Morant slams it in.
Man, he's got some hops. Morant loves to attack the rim when he gets the chance. Any chance.
Here's Young. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The second personal foul. Team third.
The first one falls. Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
Over to the wing. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Misses from short range.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
And Young kicks to Connaughton. The pass to Okongwu. Here's Windler. Guarded by Morant. And that one, good. Windler's got his first basket of the night. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Atlanta.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was.
For the Beast.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Zubac's defending. That's to Connaughton. Over Stockton. And it's Connaughton missing. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Young's running. From deep three-point range. No good there.
I like Morant's workman-like approach on the game. Finds a good matchup and makes it.
And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.